Hi, this is Mike Marshev, and I thought it would be fun to show you how to build your own sales planner. Now, I have a 52-week sales planner, and I designed it after the famous Weight Watchers program. I saw that if you give points to certain foods and then consistently adhere to your point schedule, you in fact will lose weight. And I decided that if you give points to your marketing tactics, if you follow those points, you in fact will be successful. So I built a sales planner, and I'm going to show you how to build your own. Go to an Excel spreadsheet. I think most of you are familiar with it. If not, give it a shot. Have some fun playing with this. If you screw it up, that's okay. We'll sort it out later. But go to an Excel spreadsheet. You'll notice that numbers are down the left and the letters are across the top. I just, in the first row, I wrote Kingdom Magic just to identify the tool. Skipped a line and I wrote Weekly Planner because that's what we're talking about. Then on the fourth line here, I skipped a column and I wrote business cards and phone calls and emails and letters and proposals and conferences. And I did that just randomly. Now, you can have trade shows, you can have webinars, you can have whatever tactics you use regularly, you put along this particular line to identify the tactic. Now, follow me. I randomly gave each tactic a point value. I just picked it out of the sky. You can pick whatever points you want. There's nothing magical about the points. I gave business cards 2 points, phone calls 4 points, emails 2 points, letters 2 points, proposals 5 points, and conferences 5 points. There's nothing magical about the points. You then, as realistically as you can, based on your time constraints, your budgetary constraints, and your personality, you decide how many of each of these tactics you can realistically perform each week. Now, again, I'm just going to, for the sake of argument, I'll put in my numbers. Business cards, I'm going to hand out 20 a week. Phone calls, I'm going to make 10 a week. Emails, 20 a week. Letters, 5. Proposals, 3. And I'm going to have 2 face-to-face conferences. Okay. Now, these are in your Excel spreadsheet. You can change these, of course, but these are numbers you put in. I then wrote down week 1, skipped a line. Week 2, skipped a line. I'll show you why I skipped a line. Week 3 and week 4. Now, these numbers in your weeks are going to be filled in every week. So I'm just going to fill them in like it's a perfect world. Week 1, you in fact handed out 20 business cards. You wanted to hand out 20, and you did hand out 20. Your target was 20, and you handed out 20, so you put 20 in that box. You also hit a perfect week with phone calls. You wanted 10, you made 10. You wanted to send 20 emails, you sent 20 emails. Now, this is just an example. These numbers along your week are the actual numbers. This could be 10. Phone calls could be 2. Emails could be 50. I don't know what those numbers are, but these are the actual numbers. These are the targeted numbers up here in white, 20, 10, 25, 3. That's your target. In the gray, these are your actual numbers. I'm going to show you how these can change. Underneath each actual number, business cards, actual 20. You handed out 20 business cards. There's the number 40. Well, that number 40 comes from the actual number 20 times the points you gave this activity, which was 2. So 20 times 2 equals 40. Now, the way I got 40 in the Excel spreadsheet is I went to that empty cell and I put in a formula. And the formula in the Excel spreadsheet is you put the equal sign. Then you give it the formula. And in this case, it was cell B5, so I put parentheses around B5. There's B, and there's 5, and there's my points, 2, B5, times the actual number, which was 20, which was B8. B8 was the actual cell, the number, times B5, and if I hit return, that comes out to 40. Now, what's nice about this, watch the number 40 if my actual number was actually 3. I only handed out 3 business cards. And now I hit return, And look at my numbers. It goes from 40 to 6 because I only handed out 3. Let's hand out 10. 10 business cards, my number goes to 20. If I hit my target and hit 20 business cards, I'm back to my 40. You see, so these red numbers are all my cell blocks, my mathematical equations. Let me jump back here. The black numbers are the actual, week 1, 20, 10, 20. And now I put the equation in each time. Look at the 20 here. The 20, the equation, I'm going to double click, is C8, which is C8, which is my actual, times, well, actually it should be 4 because it's 4 points. I gave it 4 points. So this should be 4 points, and that would be 40. So my 10 targeted phone calls times 10, my 4 points is my 40. Now watch, because I made a mistake. Here's what I'm going to do. Watch this now. So these 20s are wrong because I put in the wrong equation. I'm glad this happened. I'm going to click on this cell, 40. I'm going to copy it. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to paste. I'm just going to paste it again and again and again. I just clicked on this cell. There's a mathematical equation in it. I copied it, and then I pasted it here, and now these are all right. So now this is correct. Under emails, I wanted targeted 20. I gave each 2 points. I did 20 week 1. There's my 40. If I wanted to copy that cell, that equation all the way down, I would hit the 40, click on it. See, it's highlighted. I'd copy it, which in this case it's Command C, and then I'd go and Command V, which is my paste, and I'd paste and I'd paste. And that's how you copy and paste formulas, the fast way. Now, week 1, I score 155 points because everything was spot on. Everything I said I was going to do, I did. I targeted 5 letters. I sent 5 letters. I targeted 3 proposals. Week 1, I sent 3 proposals. I wanted to interview 2 people. I did. So the perfect score here was 155. If your points are different, these numbers will be different. That's okay. But now all you're looking at is the perfect week is 155. And that's what I did. But let's say on week 4, I didn't do 20. I didn't feel like it, so I only did 10. I only did 10. Well, now I only scored 135 for the week. So 155, 155, 155, 135. Reason you're doing this is simply to measure your activity. What gets measured gets done. And once you start hitting that 155 or whatever your number is week after week, and then you are low one week, you then pick it up the next week. Or you try to improve every week on this number by doing more of what you think you can do. So it's just a tool to keep you focused on what you think should be done, business calls, phone calls, emails, letters, proposals, and conferences. You measure it, then it becomes a game. And what you could do as an organization is you could call in your numbers and you could track against each other and play against each other for maybe some kind of a fun prize. And you do that month. 600 points I got this month. Month after month after month. And I'm telling you, just like in Weight Watchers, if you continue to do that and track your progress, it will work for you. You will succeed. You'll have more business. You'll make more money and have more fun. So I'm going to see if you can understand this. It might be confusing. If it is, I'll try it again. But this is my first attempt at explaining to you the 52-week planner. Remember, these are your actual numbers up here next to the week. This is your formula based on the actual number plus times your points. It runs out to a total, top and bottom. and then you add it for 600 points for the month. This is just an addition. Now, if you don't know, an addition is you scroll the cell. I'm scrolling along the cells. Well, actually, I better erase that. I'm going to erase that 600. I'm scrolling along the cells, and I get to that last box where I want the total, and I go up here to this little auto sum. And if I hit that auto sum button, it'll add that column up. If I can do the same thing down this way, if I just added these up and then hit auto sum, if I highlighted these 4 boxes, just dragging them down, hit auto sum, it would come to 600. So that's how I got to 600. So I'm sure you're confused, but give it a shot. Then send me an email and we'll straighten this out. It was fun. I hope it works. Let me know.